It's week 9 of the 2022 season. And up next, we'll see Super Bowl champion Matthew Stafford. He's ready to get right back to it after the bye. It's the Falcons and the Chargers, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. Alongside my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Glad to be enjoying another week of football. And Charles, this is a contest that should make a former defender like yourself very happy, that's for sure, because we got a pair of top 5 defenses in the NFL squaring off. And opportunities to score, well, they figure to be extremely limited.
And partner, you know, my smile is wide because this is a lot of fun for a guy like me to watch, as you noted. And if there's something else that we both know that these teams take pride in, it's how well their defense have done at controlling games and putting them in a position to win. Something else they're proud of, though, how high they rank in the league.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They're led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2018, Baker Mayfield.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it, in the middle of the schedule. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
And Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Mayfield's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10, it's Patterson.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Mayfield on play action. And he'll complete this one to Patterson.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Plays off of them awfully well, too.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Stafford.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked up by Kenny Moore.
And the Charger.
possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Mayfield looks to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try not to stand before they're backed up even further.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mayfield, throw left side complete. That's Patterson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. But the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the... line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And some room to maneuver. And the return will stop right around the 25.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. The ball comes out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. So the turnover forced. And a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Nick Bawden, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Well, that that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. He's been throwing the ball up for grabs here early on. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. He'll try and rein things in a bit here as he starts again on first down. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down. Now a dump off here complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now a first down throw, Stafford.
They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford, that's complete to Disley, the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Falcons at 6-2 to start play. They come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Over the middle, hauled in by Shark.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Over the middle and complete to Waddle.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Now Patterson to start the drive.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. The 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone. And
McKenzie now from his end zone.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but hold on, he finished.
Okay, my bad.
And you're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the 50, it's Stafford. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him 2 on the play there, and it'll be first down Atlanta.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Short throw to Disley. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. That one complete. He finds Shark. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again is Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A final shot before the break, Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Chargers are going to... here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. It's past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again, Matthew Stafford trots back onto the field. And that first half was nothing short of a disaster. 0 points on the scoreboard and a big 3 in the INT column.
So they've got to get him going, obviously, right? So you've got to get him in rhythm, and we always think of short passes. I think of jet sweeps where they just kind of toss the ball forward. You know, that counts as a forward pass. And then you can say to him, look at that. You completed 3, 4, 5 in a row. Now you've got to get your confidence going.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Stafford's throw is taken in by Waddle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. From the 50, Stafford. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
There's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Short throw to Disley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Stafford. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. After the sack on first down, Stafford. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Throwing is Stafford. And it's caught. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now Stafford. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Jalen Waddle, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Patterson running between the tackles, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 28. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run with Patterson. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. First down, Mayfield. They'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Stafford on first down. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there. Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Stafford. Open man right side is Shark. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On first down, it's Stafford. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 25-yard line. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over. The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right? And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot. And I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Stafford. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal.
A gain of 9 on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
Stafford now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Right, 22. What do you got? What do you got?
Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. The Charger drive about to get going. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. Here's Patterson again, and he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, here's Patterson. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play. Let's do our thing. Let's do our thing.
Back to throw. Stafford. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Stafford. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Off of play action, here's Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Down to one knee goes Mayfield, and that's all she wrote. Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails. They just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So for the Chargers, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory. And they'll get